Hey there, and welcome to this deep dive. Today we're taking a fascinating journey into the world of near-death experiences, or NDEs for short. You sent over some incredible first-hand accounts from Japan, and let me tell you, they're already making me rethink a few things.
It's so true. Most of what we hear about NDEs comes from a Western perspective. So these Japanese accounts offer a fresh and insightful lens on this mysterious phenomenon.
Totally. And that's what I love about these deep dives. We get to explore those unique perspectives. So today we're on a mission to uncover patterns in these Japanese NDEs and see what they might reveal about life, death, and maybe even the very fabric of reality itself.
It's a pretty heady topic, but I think the best way to start is by jumping right into one of these incredible stories. It features a young man from Tokyo who at just 18 attempted suicide by crashing his motorcycle.
Wow, just the thought of that sends shivers down my spine. That's a level of desperation I can barely imagine.
It is. He ended up having a classic out-of-body experience during the ordeal, observing his own surgery as if he were floating above the scene. But here's where it gets really interesting. He didn't encounter any of the guides or beings of light often described in Western NDEs.
That's a surprising twist. What did he experience instead?
He described an overwhelming sense of isolation, like he was completely cut off from the world, unable to connect with anyone or anything. It almost sounds more like solitary confinement than a peaceful journey to the afterlife.
That's so different from the image of a warm, welcoming light that we often hear about. This isolation, this lack of connection must have been terrifying.
Absolutely. But here's the part that truly makes you think he woke up with a completely transformed outlook on life. His suicidal thoughts had vanished entirely, replaced by a profound appreciation for simply being alive.
It's almost like the experience, despite its unsettling nature, jolted him back to life, giving him a whole new perspective on what truly matters. And it sounds like he's not alone in this transformation.
Exactly. And that's a point worth highlighting. A study from 1992 found that a staggering 80% of Japanese NDE experiencers reported positive shifts in their worldview and values after their ordeal.
So even without those comforting figures or heavenly realms, these NDEs still seem to have a profound impact on how people perceive life and their purpose in it. It makes you wonder if NDEs, regardless of their specific content, could act as some kind of catalyst for growth, for finding a deeper meaning in our existence.
It's a compelling question, and it underscores the idea that NDEs might be more than just neurological blips caused by trauma. There seems to be a transformative power embedded within the experience itself. But before we delve deeper into that, let's zoom out a bit and look at some recurring themes across a wider range of NDE accounts.
Okay, I'm all ears. What kind of common threads have researchers been able to find in these experiences, especially from different cultures?
Well, this takes us back to the 1970s and 80s, when advancements in medical technology led to a surge in the number of people surviving near-death events.
Right. It's almost as if medical science caught up with this phenomenon that has likely been occurring for centuries.
And what's fascinating is that despite cultural differences, people consistently reported similar imagery in their NDEs. Things like tunnels, a bright light,
Yeah.
meadows, rivers, and even encounters with deceased loved ones. And perhaps the most intriguing aspect is the consistent lack of pain or suffering during these experiences.
You'd think that given the traumatic nature of these events, there would be a sense of fear or pain, but it's consistently described as a peaceful, even blissful experience.
It really makes you wonder if we're tapping into something beyond our current understanding of consciousness and the brain's workings. Why would there be these universal threads across cultures and time periods if NDEs were just random neurological firings?
This is where I always find myself on the edge of my seat. So how does this more recent NDE from an unnamed Japanese woman fit into this? Her experience waiting in a queue to the afterlife sounds both bizarre and strangely bureaucratic.
Yes. This account definitely throws a unique wrench into the mix, especially with its intriguing concept of an experience point system in the afterlife. Picture this. She describes this massive queue of people, each holding a piece of paper with a QR-like code. Even in the afterlife, it seems you can't escape a good waiting line.
It's like the ultimate DMV experience, only you're waiting to get into, well, wherever it is we go after this. But seriously, what's the deal with these codes?
Well, according to her experience, these codes represent points accumulated throughout life. It seems like even the afterlife has a scoring system. But here's the twist. It's not about whether you've been good or bad, as many religions suggest.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. So if it's not about deeds, what earns you those coveted points in the afterlife?
That's where it gets interesting. It's all about the number of new experiences you've had in life. The more diverse and rich your experiences, the higher your score.
Whoa, that completely flips the script. It's not about following rules or accumulating wealth, but about squeezing every drop of experience out of this life. It makes you think about the purpose of it all in a whole new way.
And if we circle back to the motorcyclist experience, his transformation after his NDE starts to make even more sense. He found peace and purpose not through religious devotion or material success, but by embracing new experiences and living life to the fullest. Maybe this experience point system is the driving force behind his newfound appreciation for life.
This is absolutely blowing my mind. It's like life is a giant video game where the goal isn't to win or lose, but to level up by collecting experiences. And that raises a whole new set of questions.
It certainly does. It begs the question, what is the bigger picture here? Why would experiences hold such weight, both in our lived reality and potentially in what lies beyond? It's like we're all on this grand quest to collect experiences, almost like these soul fragments gathering data for something bigger than ourselves.
Wait, hold on. Soul fragments gathering data? What does that even mean? Are we talking about some kind of cosmic database of experiences here?
Well, the source material mentions this concept of a grand spirit. Think of it like a higher being, a collective consciousness, or even just the universe itself. It's this idea that we are all part of something larger. And the experiences we gather throughout our lives contribute to the evolution of this grand spirit.
Okay, I'm starting to see where you're going with this. So it's not necessarily about a literal heaven or hell, but about the impact our experiences have on something much grander, something that transcends our individual lives.
Exactly. And you don't have to subscribe to a specific belief system to find this concept intriguing. Maybe it's about enriching the data of a simulated world, contributing to the collective knowledge of humanity, or even just adding to the vast tapestry of consciousness that permeates the universe.
Even for someone like me who tends to lean towards the skeptical side, that's a pretty mind-blowing idea. It suddenly makes even the smallest experiences feel significant, like they're part of something much bigger than myself.
And that's what's so powerful about this concept. It shifts our focus away from material possessions or fleeting achievements and towards those intangible experiences that truly shape who we are and how we perceive the world.
So if we're thinking of experiences as currency, what are some of the most valuable coins we can collect, so to speak?
Well, the source material emphasizes the importance of diversity. It's not just about having lots of experiences, but about having a wide range of experiences, traveling to new places, immersing yourself in different cultures, learning new skills, trying new foods, even reading a new book. All of these contribute to your experience bank.
It's almost like building a diverse portfolio of experiences, each one adding a unique flavor and texture to the overall tapestry of your life.
Precisely. And it's not just about the big life-changing events either. Even those seemingly mundane everyday moments can hold immense value. A heartfelt conversation with a friend, a moment of awe while observing nature, a burst of laughter shared with a stranger. These are the small but precious gems that add richness and depth to our lives.
This whole idea is really starting to resonate with me. It's like looking at life through a new lens, where every interaction, every choice becomes an opportunity to gather a new piece of data, to expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
And that brings us to a crucial question. If we fully embrace this idea of experience as currency, how would it change the way we live our lives? Would we be more willing to step outside our comfort zones, to embrace the unknown, to truly savor each moment as a precious opportunity for growth and expansion?
I think it would fundamentally shift our priorities. Imagine a world where we valued personal growth and the richness of our experiences over material wealth or social status. It would be a world that celebrates curiosity, empathy, and the pursuit of knowledge and understanding.
And think about the implications for education. Instead of rote learning and standardized tests, we might focus on creating immersive experiences that foster creativity, critical thinking, and a lifelong love of learning.
It would be amazing to see a shift away from that narrow definition of success that's so prevalent in our society towards a more holistic view that values the depth and breadth of our experiences.
And this idea extends beyond individual lives. Imagine workplaces that prioritize employee well-being and encourage opportunities for personal and professional growth, or communities that value diversity and create spaces for meaningful connections and shared experiences.
It's a beautiful vision, a world where we're all constantly striving to expand our experience banks, not just for our own benefit, but for the betterment of society as a whole.
And this all stems from these fascinating NDE accounts, these glimpses into a reality that challenges our assumptions and expands our understanding of what it means to be human.
It's incredible how these personal stories can lead to such profound insights about the universe and our place within it. But let's get back to the practical side of things. If we want to apply this experience points concept to our own lives, where do we even begin?
Well, I think the first step is to become more mindful of the experiences we're already having. Are we truly present in each moment? Or are we letting life pass us by while we're lost in our thoughts or distractions?
That's a great point. We can start by simply paying more attention to the world around us, appreciating the beauty in everyday moments, and actively seeking out new experiences that challenge and inspire us.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be about grand adventures or exotic travel. It could be as simple as trying a new recipe, striking up a conversation with a stranger, or taking a different route on your daily commute.
I love that. It's about finding those little pockets of wonder and excitement in our everyday lives and embracing them with open arms.
And as we become more conscious of the experiences we're collecting, we can start to make more deliberate choices about how we want to spend our time and energy. What experiences are calling to us? What adventures are waiting to be had?
It's almost like creating a personal experience bucket list, a collection of things we want to see, do, and feel in this lifetime.
And as we embark on these new adventures, we can start to see how they shape us, how they expand our perspectives, and how they contribute to our overall sense of purpose and fulfillment.
This whole concept is so empowering. It's like we're given this incredible opportunity to create a life that is rich, meaningful, and filled with purpose simply by embracing the power of experiences. It's almost like we've been playing life on easy mode, focused on collecting material possessions and achievements, when the real game is about exploring the vast and uncharted territories of human experience.
It's a profound shift in perspective, and it makes you wonder how differently we might live our lives if we truly embraced this experience points philosophy. What if we viewed every interaction, every decision, as an opportunity to gather a new piece of data for that grand tapestry of experience?
Suddenly, even the most mundane tasks would take on a new level of meaning. Imagine going to the grocery store, not just to stock up on food, but to observe the interactions between people, to try a new fruit you've never tasted before, or to simply appreciate the vibrant colors and textures of the produce section.
And think about how this concept could transform the way we approach relationships. Instead of seeking out partners who simply fit a certain mold, we might be drawn to those who offer unique perspectives and experiences that can enrich our own.
It's about finding those individuals who can challenge our assumptions, broaden our horizons, and help us grow in ways we never thought possible.
And this idea extends to our careers as well.
Hmm.
What if we chose jobs not solely based on salary or prestige, but on the opportunities they provide for personal growth and the acquisition of new skills and knowledge?
It's about finding work that aligns with our passions, challenges us intellectually,
Yeah.
and allows us to make a meaningful contribution to the world.
This whole concept really reframes the way we think about success.
Mhm.
It's not about climbing the corporate ladder or accumulating wealth, but about living a life that is rich in experiences, full of purpose, and leaves a positive impact on the world around us.
And this deep dive has certainly left a positive impact on me. I'm walking away with a renewed sense of wonder and a thirst for new experiences. It's like a whole new world of possibilities has opened up, and I can't wait to explore it.
And that's the beauty of these deep dives. They challenge our assumptions, expand our perspectives, and often leave us with more questions than answers. But most importantly, they ignite a spark of curiosity within us, inspiring us to continue exploring the mysteries of life and the universe.
Well, sadly, that's all the time we have for this deep dive, but I hope this exploration has left you feeling as inspired and excited as I am.
Remember, the journey doesn't end here. Take these ideas, these questions, and let them simmer in your mind. How might you incorporate this experience points concept into your own life?
What experiences are calling to you? What adventures are waiting to be had? And most importantly, how can you make the most of this precious and fleeting gift of life?
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of NDEs and the profound lessons they hold.
Until next time, keep diving deep, keep exploring, and keep embracing the wonders of human experience.